Welcome to the Prepped and Polished podcast, the podcast that empowers you to take control of your education, featuring weekly interviews with influencers in the world of education, as well as tutoring tips, lessons, and updates. And now, here's your host, Alexis Avila.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to another Tutoring Tips episode of the Prepped and Polished podcast. It's Alexis of Prepped and Polished, and make sure to check out our website, preppedandpolished.com. For tutoring, we do it in person or online. You can call us at 781-753-9951 or chat with us instantly on our website. And you can join the Prepped and Polished podcast community on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. If you have a question after the show, please ask us a question on our website in the chat feature on our website. We love hearing from you. Let's get right to today's episode. It's 201, when to take the SAT subject test. So first, the subject tests, the SAT subject tests, are to demonstrate your mastery for a particular subject. And also, it helps strengthen, if you do a good job on it, strengthen your overall college portfolio. Now, while some colleges require SAT subject tests, for example, Boston College requires several of them. Other colleges may not require them, but they'll be impressed to see that SAT subject tests are on your college application. Overall, I recommend that you take SAT subject tests at the end of the school year. So for the May, June SAT test dates, because at the end of the school year is when you've had a year's worth of material under your belt, and the content of the course, the class that you just took, will be fresh in your mind. It doesn't apply to all subject tests, but I would say collectively really consider just piggybacking the end of your school year and taking one of the SAT subject tests that corresponds with the class that you just finished. Now, which one to pick? It depends. But for example, you want to take multiple science SAT subject tests. If you're going for a medical degree in the future, colleges with a science emphasis, or if you just want to demonstrate to colleges that you are a scientific thinker. And if you want to show colleges that you're a well-rounded candidate, then take SAT subject tests from various academic disciplines. And if you're not sure altogether which one to take, what I always advise my students is buy the official study guide for all SAT subject tests by the College Board and take several practice tests. They're only an hour long. And the ones that you do better on probably are the ones that you want to go forward with when applying for colleges. So overall, consider taking the SAT subject test at the end of your school year. Pick the ones that will help you show your best light when you apply to colleges. So this wraps up our show. It was episode 201 on when to take SAT subject tests. Be on the lookout for our next podcast episode, number 202. It will be with an interview with our next educational expert. And remember to access all of our podcast episodes. Go to preppedandpolished.com/podcast. Thanks for joining us on the Prepped and Polished podcast. Now go out there and take control of your education.
You've been listening to the Prepped and Polished podcast. For more information, check out preppedandpolished.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for listening. Class dismissed.